Hello there and welcome to Building the Boys. We've got something new for the channel. So we've been sent something by a company called FO, Funhole. And they are an alternative to the other big company, Lego. I mean, we can't do this without mentioning the L word, unfortunately, but that's the way it is. They are an alternative to them. Now, what I can't stress enough is they are not a cheap version of that. They are not a knockoff of that. They are very much their own thing. They're a new company, they've been around for about a year, and they've got some wonderful sets, some really nice ones. They've released at least one a month for the past 12 months. They are building up quite a nice collection, and they do things that the other company don't do. So they have their own themes. They're not copies of anyone else's designs, they're their own designs, and they're beautiful. So they do things that the other company don't do. They do steampunk things, which are amazing. If you get a chance to see some of the steampunk sets they do, they're incredible. The unique thing with FO is their slogan is delight day and night. So the unique thing about all their sets, the unique selling point of all these, is every one of these sets comes with an LED kit. Now, those of you that build from Lego will know that LED kits are quite a big deal at the moment. And a secondary market sells LED kits for your Lego kits. Now, we built the Home Alone house from them. And I wanted to light it, but to light it was going to cost me nearly another £100 just to buy a second company LED kit to put in it, and then I have to take the model apart to do it. Well, with FO, you don't do that. It comes with the light kit, you've got it. Now, they've sent me this to review. Just to confirm, I'm not being paid, I've not been asked to say anything, my opinions of that are my own. But they said, would you like to review it? I'm like, yeah, I would, because this is something that we would buy. You've seen the channel, you know what we build. And I think this is geared more towards the adult collector. Kids could definitely play with it, but I think the adult collector, for a showpiece for your shelves, the fact that it lights up is beautiful. The fact you don't have to go and source a light and source or take it apart comes all with that. So the one they've sent us is the farm truck. Now, what makes this one unique is before now, all of their sets have been very large. I mean, we're talking massive sets, and they're beautiful. Honestly, I can't stress enough, go and check out the steampunk train station. It's, you know what, it looks like this. Beautiful, right? Before now, they've only done massive sets. So if you're not sure, it's a new company and like, I don't know if I want to lay out that much expense. Well, this is the first, I'd say, kind of entry level set they've done. So you can get this one for around about £36. You can get this direct from FO. Their link is in the description below, or you can get this from Amazon as well. Again, I'll put the link into that. But what we're going to do is we're going to crack it open, we're going to take a look at it, put it together. If we like it, we'll tell you we like it. If we don't like it, we'll tell you we don't like it. So let's open this up. Let's have a look what's in the box. Let's put it together. So this is our box. Now you can see already, I mean, it's not cheap. This is nice packaging. This is lovely. But let's get this one open and see what we get inside. So this is 499 pieces. But again, it comes with a light kit. It's gorgeous packaging. So we have, there we go, how about guarantee? There we have stickers as well. We'll come to these. I know a lot of you don't like stickers that come with the other brand. These are very clever. They do something the other ones don't, and I really like these. I've seen videos of these. So our instruction book, again, you can see, it's very clear. It's nice. We have, these are our light kits. So we have our light kits here. I'll open those when ready. And then we have unnumbered bags. So we've got bag number 4. Yeah, that's those. And then we have bag number 2, 3, 3, F. Bag number 1. Number 1 there. Number 2s and 1s. So lots of bags. We'll do them in the order they're supposed to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the first bag, Bill. And we'll take a look at it and I'll let you know how we're getting on. Check back in soon. So we've done our first bag and we've got our first figures. Now you build all of these. So you put the hands and the arms on them, the feet as well. You put the legs together. They're very cute. They are clearly of their own style. But they're nice. So there's nice printing on them. You can see the detail on the front. It's got this little carrot in his pocket there. And then we have the lady over here. Again, nice detailing on this. Nice hair. You see the hairpiece there. It's lovely. These are cute little things. They look great inside this truck as well. Now, the other thing we got in this bag, and I want you to see these, is we got this brick here, and we got 2 of these bricks. Now, you can see this hole straight through these. This is the difference. Because this has been made for a lighting kit, we have bricks that have taken that into account and have holes so we can thread wires through them. It's very clever. Let's move on with the main build. Okay, so we've built bag 1. We've put our first wires in, so they thread through. They tell you exactly how to put these in the book, and I'm very impressed so far. This is a lovely construction. You can see what we're doing with the grill there. It's looking clever. Our headlights are going to light up. The bit that I really like at the moment is the hood opens, so you can see the engine. Is a very clever little engine construction in there. So it's very detailed. You can get into your engine, but it's solid. I mean, that's the good thing as well. I was kind of worried when you use sets from other brands. Sometimes the clutch of the bricks isn't as good. It doesn't fit as tight. It doesn't. Well, that's not the case with this. These have all fit lovely so far. I've had no problems at all with the bricks fitting together. The instructions have been very clear, very clever. I want to show you something on the instructions, which I really like. So here on the instructions, you can see these red lines that outline exactly what's going on. Now, the other brand don't do that. You end up with something like that, where it's just all you figure it out. Whereas this tells you exactly what piece is going where. I like that. So you don't miss anything. So you can see it's telling you to put this here, these pieces here. It gives you a full list of what you need at the top. Lovely stuff. So far it's been good, but we're only halfway through the build. We're going to move on now, and we're going to do the rest. But so far, I mean, this is solid. It's impressive. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I'm really liking it. I love this grill. This grill's very clever. They've done at the front. It's looking nice, right? So let's crack on bag 2 and we'll catch up. Okay, so that's bag 2 done. You can see this is coming on really rather nice. Look at the front of that. That gorgeous thing. And then to the back here, we've started the back. Now you can see this wire draped down here. I was concerned about that and I thought, well, is the wire going to be exposed? But I know it's not, because we're moving on to next. We're going to start filling this up with produce. So you're not going to see that wire, so that's a nice thing. The doors were a lovely build, but I do have one issue with the doors. So the doors here are lovely, but I wish this window was attached to this door. But to get into your cab, it comes apart. So these do come out. So this section here comes out there, so we can get into the cab. So I can show you the inside of the cab. See the gear stick and whatnot. This is a bit, that construction there, that's my only critique of this. I mean, it's not a big deal. You can see how quickly that goes back together. But it's looking nice. We've put another light inside the cab, so the cab will light up as well. This thing's going to look gorgeous when it's done. It's a solid piece. It's heavy as well, so it's really nice. We've done our wing mirrors there as well. It's looking lovely. Bag 3 next. So bag 3 is built, and our truck is built. And look at the back of this truck. A veritable cornucopia of fruit and vegetables. It looks lovely. It looks amazing, this. It looks so nice. I'm very impressed. Massively impressed. Oh, I've got my fish. So we got little fish here that go in there as well. It looks lovely. It looks really lovely. But we're not done. There's still more to come. So we have a market scene, and we have a telegraph pole and a few other bits and pieces. So we make our scene, as I said. There you go. So our trunk lifts up there. We put more lights in, and the only wire you can see is this tiny piece of wire here. That's it. That's the only exposed wire in this whole thing. There are a lot of wires running through it, but it is a lovely, solid, chunky truck construction. Gorgeous. Wheels are smooth. It's nice. It's looking really good. Let's get bag 4 done. So that is bag 4 and our build complete. And what a joy. I mean, you can see what comes in bag 4. So we get what's essentially the market stand here. So our lady here can come and visit. Maybe she's working there. Maybe she's there to buy. But also we get this mini build as well over here. So we get this very nice, we get this lovely little dog here. And we get this very clever this construction here of the telegraph pole. So you can see it's nice for display. Excellent. Now I know what we're going to know, right? You're all going to want to know, does it light up? Yes, it does. So let's light it up. Let's take a look. So here's our truck all lit up. Now, let me move this so that we can see how much light that's kicking off. A lot of light. So let's have a look at the back first. So if we look at the rear of the vehicle, we can see the brake lights there. And if you look all the way to the back here, you can see the cabs lit up. So this thing lights up lovely. Really nice. Now, let's move around to the front. You can see our cabs lit up there. If I lower us down, look at that. Beautiful thing. Now it's light in here, and you're still seeing all that light kick off. In the dark, this thing will look incredible. Absolutely incredible. In pitch black, this thing will look amazing. Naturally, we can put a driver in there. There's enough light belting off this thing that you can light up the diorama scene that's there as well, as you can see. So this is gorgeous. This is lovely. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Now, I do have some critique, of course I do, otherwise it wouldn't be a decent review. So let's have a chat, and I'll tell you what I like about it, what I really like about it, what I didn't like about it, what I really didn't like about it. Let's have a chat. So here it is. I mean, this is next to a big Englishman, so you can get an idea of what the scale of this thing is. It's a big old unit. It's a big old truck. It's lovely. But look at those lights, man. Look at this lights. And this is their motto. So FO's slogan is delight day and night. And they see that people want to display these things in the dark. And we need to be able to do it. And to do that, they've added the light kits. Let's start with what I liked about it. So what I liked about it was that was joyful. That genuinely was fun, right? To build that, I enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to build. There was no problems at all. Now, I was apprehensive because this isn't a known brand as such. They're getting there, but because they're not on the scale of your Lego or your Mega Bloks. My concern was, are these going to be badly fitting bricks? Are they going to smell chemically? No, right? Honestly, building this, I could tell no difference between these and Lego. I was concerned about clutch. Now, the one thing I will say is the clutch of the bricks is a lot tighter on these. So where I did go wrong, I made a piece and put it in the wrong place, I need to take it out. Getting those bricks apart was not easy. It really wasn't. Now, that's partly my fault because I built it wrong, but separating the bricks wasn't the easiest thing. So I'd say the clutch is a lot tighter on these than it is on Lego. That said, well, that's a good thing, because as long as you build it right, it's not going to fall apart. It's not flimsy pushing down on it. Nothing sort of feels like it's going to come away. The actual design of this, I don't know who their designer is at Funhole, but top marks, because this was good. Now, I've built a lot of Lego models for the kids over the years and with the kids, and there was construction on this one I've never seen before. So the way these things were put together wasn't ripped off from somebody else's brand. There are ways they've done certain things on here, like the grill, like the wheel arches. I've not seen that before. The back that holds all the produce, and it looks gorgeous. It looks amazing. It brings so much colour. Because again, that was my concern, the dullness of the green, but all the colour of the fruit and the vegetables in the back, beautiful. The little diorama pieces they give you, fantastic. That's what I like about it. And what I don't like about it, so the clutch was a problem. What I really don't like about it, and this is my biggest bugbear, is the switch to turn it on is underneath the truck. And it's not the easiest accessible switch. Had there have been a button on top of the cab and you could press that and turn it on, that would have been ideal. That would have been perfect. Or on the side, but to have to turn the truck over to turn the switch on, your produce is going to fall out. So that is a problem. However, there is an alternative. So what really impressed me was, now this thing is powered by a battery pack that takes CR32 batteries. Now, I got 5 of those for £2. They're not expensive. You can get them anywhere. But what also came with it was a USB converter. So if you don't want to use the battery pack, you can plug this thing in. So you can plug this into a USB. So you wouldn't have to keep switching it off and on. You could just turn the USB off and on, and it would light up. So you can do this with all the models. I didn't know they included this, but that's wonderful. So you don't have to battery power this. You can mains power this from a USB device. How good is that? So that was a really nice surprise. I wasn't expecting to see that in there. So that is ultimately what I'm going to do. When this gets displayed on a shelf, it's going to have a power source. It's not going to be battery powered. So I won't have to turn it over to switch it off and on. But if you are doing that, that's a bit of a nuisance. The access to the switch could have been better. But that is my biggest gripe with it. The only other thing I didn't like is I would say the scale is a little off. So the figures standing next to the truck are tiny. So that it looks a little unusual. So either the figures need to be bigger or the truck needs to go smaller because the scale was off. He fits into the cab lovely, but he wouldn't be able to reach the produce that's on the back of the truck. So there's that side of it. Now, I know it's supposed to be a big old truck, but it's a minor thing. It's not a big deal for me, but I can see some people would make a big deal about that. But what I love about it is the lights, that it lights up beautifully, and all those wires are so well hidden. And I was getting ready to say some, smart alecky stuff about this, because I'd say, oh, well, that wire's going to look ugly. And then straight away something would hide it. I'm like, that's really clever. And then I'm looking, well, you're never about to hide that wire. Someone else comes along and hides it. Then I saw something else and I'm like, oh, well, okay, well, I'll bring that up. And then a fix comes along. You're like, okay, so this is smart. I genuinely thought I was looking for faults, and I probably shouldn't have been, but I was, and I couldn't find them. So I think this is absolutely gorgeous. The company itself are in their infancy, but they do listen to what you've got to say, genuinely listen to what they've got to say. So there is a Facebook group. I'll pop the link in below if you want to go and visit them. If you're interested in these kinds of models, the ones they've got are stunning. Honestly, go and have a look at them. Don't just take my word for it. Go and have a look, because the way these things light up and move is beautiful. They are not a cheap alternative to Lego. That's not what they are. They're around about the same price as Lego. So this truck, if you buy it from Amazon, is around about $36.99. Is it worth it? Yeah, all day long, because the light kit will cost you 20 quid for this alone. It would. If you bought this kit from one of the other known brands and wanted a light kit for you, the light kit alone will cost you at least 20 quid just to light it up. So all day long, this is worth the money. I think that is an absolutely lovely thing. I just wish I could get my hands on one of the great big sets, because I'd love to build one of those. This, I think, is gorgeous. So based on how much fun I had doing that, to think I could spend like a whole Sunday, like a good 6 or 7 hours building a giant one, that's appealing. That's really appealing. So I'm impressed. And the other thing I like about this is we should have an alternative. It shouldn't just be one company or nothing else, because we just have to settle for what they do. If there is a genuine, legitimate rival that can go, you know what, we do things they don't. Because another thing that FO have got coming up is the Wild West Saloon I mentioned. So they've got cowboys. The other brands don't do that. So this is a very nice saloon. They've just shown the first sort of teaser images for it that hopefully will be available this year. It looks beautiful. And see that lit up? Amazing. Something else that struck me whilst I was building this, those of you who know me, you can see the posters on the wall and whatnot. I'm into horror. And I watched, funnily enough, last night, Jeepers Creepers. And anyone seen Jeepers Creepers? This truck reminded me of it. It's probably because it was fresh in my memory from last night. But I thought, wow, wouldn't it be cool if we had a brick set Creepers vehicle? That'd be awesome. But the other companies won't do that, because they're very, oh, no, it's against our values. And I'm like, well, why? We know that adults build these sets. You don't have to market to children. Wouldn't it be nice if a company like FO could go, oh, you want the truck from Jeepers Creepers? We got you. Something that a lot of Lego fans have wanted for years was something they did in Ideas, that 10,000 of us all voted for us and said, please make this into a set. We all wanted it, and they just said, no. And it was this set here. The Shaun of the Dead, the Winchester. Now imagine if a company like FO, like Funhole, said, we'll do that. Not only will we do that, we'll also make it light up. So all the lights flash on and off like they did in the movie. And inside there'll be a little fruit machine that flashes on and off, and a jukebox that lights up. Could you imagine it? I'd love to see what FO could do with a licensed set, and what licenses they could bring us. The ones that the other companies turn their noses up at, but we go out and find, bootlegs from. I've got Lost Boys minifigures, because the main company won't make them. So the ones I've got I know aren't genuine. But wouldn't it be lovely if somebody said, oh, you want a Lost Boys set? We can do that for you. Maybe this is the company that could do it. And they all light up beautifully. They've got steampunk stuff that is amazing. They've got pirate sets. They have got they've just done a medieval village that's amazing. They've got beautiful log cabins. They've got a camper van. The stuff's incredible. Don't take my word for it. Go and visit the website, take a look at it. I would advise buying direct from them rather than Amazon. Amazon, if you're in the UK or you're in Europe, the benefit of Amazon is that the tax is all taken care of. If you buy it from their website, taxes are done at checkout, but that doesn't need to concern you. This one took about 6 days to arrive to me, which I don't think is bad at all. But the other thing is as well, is if you follow the sites, a lot of the time they do offer money off codes. They run regular competitions where you can win sets, so it's all worth checking out, worth your time. I genuinely thought that was really good. It surprised the hell out of me, because I'll be honest, I was getting ready to be cynical about it and to badmouth it, and I can't. You know me, if I don't like it, I'll tell you I don't like it. And I like it. I genuinely like it. I think that is a lovely thing, and I'm very eager to do another one. But that's all from me. If you'd like to contact us, you can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. If you'd like to see the Funhole sets, you can click on the link in the description and it'll take you over there where you can see them. Big thank you to Sandra from Funhole for sending this to us for review. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. We'll be back very soon for more builds, more fun and games, more shenanigans from Building with the Boys. We'll see you then. Take care.